Let's get something straight right now. You've been playing by their rules. You've been chasing the wrong things, listening to the wrong voices, following a path built by the weak for the weak. You've been conditioned to think that life is supposed to be easy, that somehow you're entitled to comfort, to safety, to success handed to you on a silver platter. Guess what? The world doesn't owe you a damn thing. They've been using tricks, traps, distractions, and lies to keep you in line. You've been caught in their web, tangled in their deceit, and you've fallen for their smooth talk, their manipulations, and their endless promises. They've made you believe that everything should come easy, that if you just show up, the world will bend to your will. That's not how this works. You think this world is here to coddle you, to hand you rewards just because you exist? No. The world is a battlefield, and if you don't fight, you will lose. They've been using every trick in the book. Manipulation, deceit, fake validation, and 100 other dirty games. And you've been playing along like a puppet with strings they control. They keep telling you that you can't handle it, that it's too hard, that you're not ready. They want you weak. They want you to stay in your little bubble of comfort, so they can profit off your hesitation, your self-doubt, your inability to take action. But what if I told you you're better than that? What if I told you that your silence, your inaction, you're waiting for the perfect moment? That's the real trap. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your fears. The world doesn't care if you're tired or hurt or scared. It only cares about one thing: survival. And you've been surviving on borrowed time. Here's the hard truth. You've been playing it safe for far too long. The comfort zone? That's where dreams go to die. The trap they set for you? It's been working perfectly. You've been lulled into a false sense of security, thinking that the world owes you a free pass, that all you need to do is show up and somehow things will fall into place. But they won't. Nothing just falls into place. You have to take it. You've been waiting for the perfect moment. You've been waiting for the right circumstances, waiting for the right people, the right opportunities. You've been waiting for your turn to come. But while you've been waiting, they've been working. They've been using their tricks, their traps, and their power over you to keep you stuck, keep you weak, keep you from rising. And they've been winning. But now you're going to make a choice. You're going to rise, or you're going to fall. The silence. It's over. The waiting. It's done. No more sitting around hoping that the world will give you what you think you deserve. No more excuses. This is war. And the world is trying to tear you apart, piece by piece, while you've been holding back, waiting for a miracle. This is your wake-up call. You've been playing their game and they've been winning. But it's time to flip the script. It's time to stop following their rules, their traps, their lies. It's time to create your own rules, forge your own path, and fight with everything you've got. You've got a fire inside of you, and if you don't unleash it now, it's going to burn you from the inside out. You don't have time for their tricks. You don't have time for their traps. You've got fire, and it's time to use it. This isn't about waiting. This isn't about hoping. This is about acting now. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when you feel ready. You're never going to feel ready. The time to act is right now. The time to shut down their traps is right now. The time to stop listening to their lies is right now. The world isn't going to wait for you to catch up, and neither should you, so what's it going to be? Are you going to stay stuck in their trap, or are you going to rise up and burn everything in your path with the fire inside you? It's time to decide. No more waiting. No more excuses. This is war. You've been sold a lie. A big, fat, poisonous lie that's been wrapped up in the prettiest packaging, so convincing, so seductive you couldn't help but fall for it. They made you believe that you're supposed to have it all figured out. that you're supposed to have the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect circumstances. That's the lie that's been holding you back. You've been conditioned to believe that success comes from being nice, from waiting your turn, from being patient. They've told you it'll happen when it's meant to happen, everything in its own time. They've told you to play it safe, that you don't have to push so hard, that things will align naturally. That's the biggest lie you've been fed. And it's been feeding you into the jaws of failure every single day. You've been waiting for your moment, waiting for the universe to align, for people to notice you, for luck to show up on your doorstep. But luck doesn't give a damn about you. Neither does the universe. Neither do the people who said they'd support you. They've convinced you that hard work is enough, that as long as you do everything right, as long as you put in enough effort, success will come. No, that's not how this works. Effort isn't the equation. Intensity is. Hard work? It's useless without real aggression. Without a relentless, no-holds-barred hunger that burns inside you and pushes you past your limits. You've been told that you don't need to break others down, that the world is a nice, peaceful place for you to fit in if you just show a little humility and keep your head down. They've made you believe that you should be passive, that you should compromise, that you should bend to the whims of others. But here's the truth you've been avoiding. No one is going to give you a damn thing. They told you that you shouldn't challenge the system. They told you to play by the rules, to follow the steps, to climb the ladder slowly, steadily. That, if you're patient enough, you'll get what you deserve. But what if I told you that deserving doesn't mean a thing? The world doesn't care about your deserving. The world cares about who's willing to fight for what they want. And that's not you. Not yet. You've been told to trust in the process. Trust that things will get better. Trust that one day the reward will come. But where has that trust gotten you? It's kept you in the same place, stuck in a loop of mediocrity, barely scraping by. You've spent your life waiting for a miracle, and miracles don't happen for people who sit around waiting. They happen for people who take what they want, who fight for what they need, who burn their old self to the ground and rise from the ashes with one singular focus, conquering everything in their path. You believe the lie that you're not ready, that you need to work on yourself more, that you need to wait for the perfect moment to take that first step. You've been told you're too young, too old, too inexperienced, too late. They've fed you that lie for too long, and it's rotting your soul from the inside. Let me make this clear. There is no perfect moment. There is no ideal time, no perfect scenario where everything falls into place. That moment you're waiting for, it doesn't exist. It's all an illusion, a distraction that keeps you from taking action. You've been wasting your energy on the wrong things, thinking that someday someone will recognize your potential, that someone will give you an opportunity. But nobody is coming to save you. They won't recognize your brilliance. They won't hand you success on a silver platter. You've been looking for validation from the wrong places. You've been seeking approval from people who don't matter, who will never understand what you're capable of. The only person you need approval from is yourself. It's time to admit it. You've been weak, not physically, but mentally, spiritually. Your mind has been weak, and that's why you've been stuck in the trap of waiting for things to be just right. Your mind has been conditioned to settle, to accept mediocrity, to think that your dreams are too big, too impossible. But that's not reality. Reality is this. You're capable of anything, but only if you stop believing the lies they've told you. The biggest lie they told you? That success comes from being nice. That if you do everything right, you'll earn the rewards you deserve. No. Success isn't earned by being nice. It's earned by being ruthless, by being relentless, by having a mindset that doesn't give a damn about playing fair. Life is a battle. And the only ones who win are the ones who are willing to fight dirty, to tear down everything in their way, to use whatever they have to win. You've been sitting on the sidelines, waiting for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity, the perfect chance. But while you're waiting, everyone else is moving forward, taking the opportunities and running with them. What have you been doing? This isn't a game, this is war. If you continue to believe this lie, if you continue to let yourself be lulled into complacency, to believe that life will just magically come together, you're going to lose. Not just a little, everything. And when you lose, it won't be the world's fault. It'll be yours. Because you were too weak to see through their lies. You were too afraid to step into your own power. You were too afraid to take what's yours. Now it's time to let the lies go. It's time to stop playing the victim, stop waiting and start fighting. Because the only thing standing between you and your success is the mental prison you've locked yourself in. And it's time to tear down those bars. Here it is. The raw truth. No sugarcoating, no half-truths. Just the hard reality you've been avoiding for far too long. You're not where you want to be because you haven't fought for it. Simple as that. You've been waiting, wishing, hoping that one day something will change, that one day someone will notice you, that one day you'll wake up and everything will be different. But you're fooling yourself. Change doesn't happen on its own. This world does not cater to the weak. It does not wait for you to find your way. You either fight or you get crushed. You either dominate or you're dominated. There's no middle ground. And you've been living in that middle ground, stuck in a comfort zone that's slowly suffocating. Trigger. What you need to understand is this. Success is a war, a constant battle where every second matters. And if you're not battling for what you want, you're losing. You're losing to everyone around you who's willing to sacrifice, who's willing to go the extra mile, who's willing to break through every obstacle in their path. That's why they're ahead of you. So here's the truth you don't want to hear. You haven't been aggressive enough. You've been too passive, waiting for the world to give you permission to succeed. You've been told to play it cool, to be patient, to take it easy, to let things come to you. But guess what? The world doesn't give a damn about your patience. It doesn't care about your calm demeanor. It doesn't care if you've been trying hard enough. The world cares about who's hungry enough to take it. And you? You've been too comfortable, too afraid to step outside the lines, too afraid to take risks. You've been wrapped up in a false sense of security, hiding behind the illusion that everything will eventually fall into place. It won't. The raw truth is this: you've been wasting your time. Every day you wake up, you tell yourself that you're getting closer to your goals. But you're not. You're spinning in circles, distracted by the shiny objects around you. You've been lying to yourself, convincing yourself that you're working hard enough, that you're doing everything you can, but you're not. You're doing the bare minimum. You're doing what feels comfortable. You're doing what's easy. And that's why you're stuck. Comfort is the enemy. You've been afraid of pain, afraid of failure, afraid of what will happen if you actually go all in. So you've been playing it safe, staying in your little bubble, telling yourself you'll try again tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. You keep putting it off, thinking you have all the time in the world. But every second you waste is another second that the world moves without you. And you know what? That's why you're losing. You're not losing because you don't have the skills. You're not losing because you don't have the potential. You're losing because you've been too soft. You've been too willing to take it easy, to wait for the right moment, to keep hoping for a miracle. But miracles don't happen for the lazy. They don't happen for the people who sit around waiting for things to fall into their laps. If you're not winning, it's because you haven't decided that you will. You haven't made the decision. To burn through every obstacle, to burn the whole damn world down if it stands in your way. If you want to win, you have to go after it like your life depends on it, because it does. You've been told that success is about planning, that if you just plan enough, if you think things through, if you execute perfectly, everything will fall into place. But here's the truth. Planning is worthless if you don't have the guts to act on it. You can spend all day writing down your goals, but if you're not willing to step into the arena and fight for them, those goals will stay. Just that, goals. A dream. An empty fantasy. You've been tricked into thinking that success is about perfection. That if you just do things the right way, if you just get it all lined up perfectly, then everything will work out. But that's another lie. Success is about imperfection. It's about jumping into the mess, throwing yourself into the chaos, and figuring it out as you go. It's about getting your hands dirty. It's about taking action, imperfect action, right now. You've been hiding behind your mistakes, afraid of failure. But let me tell you something. Failure is the price you pay for success. It's the price you pay to get to the top. There is no success without failure. There is no victory without sacrifice. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. You've been afraid of rejection, afraid of what people will think, afraid of the judgment, the criticism, the ridicule. But let me make this crystal clear. Rejection is nothing but a sign that you're pushing the boundaries. It's a sign that you're trying something that others are too afraid to try. It's a sign that you're stepping outside your comfort zone and into the realm of the real winners. The winners are the ones who face rejection and laugh in its face. Here's what you need to do. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for things to be perfect, and stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop waiting for permission. You've been wasting too much time waiting for something outside of yourself to change. But nothing will change until you change. Nothing will move until you take action. This is the raw truth. You have everything you need to succeed. You have the drive. You have the hunger. You have the potential. The only thing you've been missing is the willingness to get ruthless, to push yourself past the pain, to do what it takes to crush every barrier in your way. And the longer you wait, the more you're delaying your own success. Stop delaying. Stop lying to yourself. Stop believing in the fantasy that success comes easily, that success will somehow find you. It won't. Success comes to those who decide that they will have it no matter the cost, and the cost, it's everything. You want to know what happens if you don't change? You want to know what happens if you keep lying to yourself and playing it safe? Fine. Let me show you the brutal truth of inaction. It's the slow burn. You're not going to wake up one day and find everything has fallen apart. No, it's far worse than that. It's the slow suffocation of potential. Every day you waste, every moment you spend avoiding the battle, every second you allow fear to hold you back, that's another nail in your coffin. You think you're safe because you're still here. You think you're protected because you haven't lost everything yet. But let me make something clear. Comfort is the most dangerous trap you can fall into. You're living in a lie, thinking that things will be fine, that you'll be okay just coasting along. But what happens when you wake up and realize you're not where you thought you'd be? What happens when you look back and realize all the years you've wasted? That's the worst part. You will never get those years back. Do you think that time will stand still for you? It won't. It never does. Every day that you don't take action, every day that you remain stuck in your comfort zone, is a day that you'll never see again. And what are you left with? Nothing. A pile of regrets, a trail of wasted opportunities, and the crushing weight of knowing that you didn't fight when it mattered most. This isn't just about career success or money or fame. This is about your soul. You're wasting your soul. When you let fear control you, when you let comfort hold you back, your soul is burning, slowly but surely, every time you choose inaction. Every time you choose to ignore the battle that's staring you in the face. And let me tell you something. This is a battle you can't afford to lose. The consequences of weakness don't just show up in your bank account or your career. They show up in your life. They show up in your relationships, in your physical health, in your mental state. Weakness doesn't just affect one area of your life. It eats away at everything. It seeps into your interactions with others. It clouds your judgment. It pulls you down until you're nothing more than a shadow of who you could have been. You think you're just not getting the results you want, right? Wrong. You're not getting results because you're not willing to pay the price. And the price is high. The price is your comfort, your laziness, your excuses, your need for validation from others. If you want anything worth having, you've got to give up everything that's holding you back. And that includes everything you hold dear in your weak moments. The clock is ticking, and time doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about how hard things are for you. It doesn't care about your emotions. Time doesn't wait for you to get it together. You don't have time to sit around feeling sorry for yourself. You don't have time to wait for the right moment. The only right moment is now. The only time that matters is this moment. Every second you waste is a second closer to your own failure. That's the consequence of weakness. Weakness doesn't show up with a loud bang or a massive catastrophe. No, it sneaks in. It's a slow poison, a creeping paralysis that comes in the form of procrastination, fear, and doubt. It comes in the form of "I'll do it tomorrow and I'm just not ready yet." And before you know it, you've wasted years. You've wasted your prime. You've watched life pass you by while you sat on the sidelines telling yourself you're doing everything you can. But you're not. The truth is, every time you give in to that weakness, every time you sit back and let life happen to you, you're handing over more of your power. And when you do that, when you hand over your power to the world, to fear, to doubt, to comfort, you become a puppet. You become a slave to the circumstances around you. You stop living. You stop being the master of your fate. You let life drag you through the mud while you sit there wondering what went wrong. Let me tell you something. Life doesn't drag you through the mud. You drag yourself. You're the one choosing to stay stuck. You're the one deciding that you can't handle the battle. You're the one choosing to let weakness dominate you. The consequence of this weakness is not just losing the battle today. It's losing the war for your life. It's watching all your dreams, all your goals, all your potential slip away because you didn't have the guts to go after them. You're playing a losing game, and you're the one who set up the rules. And here's the kicker. No one's going to save you. No one's going to come and rescue you from the mess you've made. No one's going to hand you success on a silver platter. The world doesn't owe you anything. You owe it to yourself to fight for what you want. If you want it, take it. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to give you a shot. The only shot you need is the one you create for yourself. Do you think that success comes easy for the people you admire? Do you think they got where they are by sitting back and hoping for the best? Hell no. They got there by making the decision that no matter how much they wanted to quit, no matter how much they wanted to give in, they would never stop fighting. And they fought because they knew that weakness was the true enemy. If you let weakness take over, if you let comfort become your master, if you let fear hold you back, you are guaranteed failure. Guaranteed. But if you choose to fight, if you choose to face the pain, if you choose to go all in on yourself, you are choosing victory. The price of success is high, but the cost of weakness is far worse. The cost is your life. This is where it all changes. This is where you rise from the ashes of your own weakness. It's time to stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing. The battlefield isn't coming to you. It's here. It's now. And it's time to decide who you're going to be. You've spent so much time looking at the wall, waiting for the opportunity to show up on its own, but now you're going to break that wall down. You're going to smash it with every ounce of power you've got. You have one chance, and that chance is this moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. You've been standing at the edge, watching the storm roll in, thinking that the lightning and thunder were something to fear. But now you know better. Now you understand that the storm is not your enemy. The storm is your fuel. The fire inside you, the rage, the hunger for more. It's time to turn that into a weapon. You've been stuck for too long. The excuses, the self-doubt, the self-pity, they've all kept you locked in a cage. But that cage is self-imposed, and now you're breaking free. The battle you've been avoiding isn't something that will come to you one day and hit you in the face. No, it's something that's already started. You've been in this war the entire time, but you've been so focused on your fears and doubts that you couldn't see the battlefield. You've been avoiding it. You've been running from your own destiny, but you can't run anymore. The truth is, you're at war with yourself. And if you want to win, if you want to rise, if you want to take everything you deserve, you need to be ruthless. This isn't a game. This isn't a maybe someday situation. This is now or never. Now or never. The stakes are higher than you can imagine, and the consequences of continuing to be weak are too costly to ignore. It's time to face it head on and fight with everything you've got. What are you waiting for? What's holding you back now? Are you really going to let your past mistakes dictate your future? Are you really going to let the fears of what might happen stop you from going after what you know you deserve? Hell, no, you think the world is going to be kind to you if you don't make a move? Think again. The world doesn't owe you a thing. You don't get to sit on the sidelines and hope that life will come to you. No, you take it. You take your destiny by force. You make it bow to you. You make it fear you. This isn't about waiting for the perfect conditions. This isn't about waiting for a sign, waiting for someone to believe in you. No one is coming. No one is going to give you permission. You're going to give yourself permission. You're going to stand up, stop making excuses, and get to work. Do you think the successful people you look up to got there by being passive? Do you think they got there by waiting for things to line up perfectly? Hell no. They got there by making the choice every day to rise above the noise, above the fear, above the doubt. They made a commitment to themselves, and you need to make that same commitment. This is your moment. Your chance to break through everything that's been holding you back. Your chance to rise above the lies, the fear, and the weakness. Your chance to dominate your own life. You're not a victim. You're not helpless. You're a warrior. You've always been a warrior. It's just time for you to start acting like one. Here's the deal. You're not going to be handed anything. The world doesn't owe you a single thing. But what you need to understand is this. You don't need the world's permission. You're going to carve your own path, build your own empire, and take what's yours with your own two hands. This is your chance to turn the pain, the struggle, the fire inside you into something unstoppable. There's no magic formula. There's no special technique. It's simple. You rise, you fight, you destroy the lies, you eliminate the excuses, you choose victory. You've been running away from this battle long enough. It's time to stop. It's time to stand up and fight. Fight for your future, fight for your family, fight for your life. This is your war. And now it's time for you to show the world what you're made of. No more maybe tomorrow. No more I'm not good enough. No more waiting for the stars to align. The stars are already in your hands. The universe has been waiting for you to wake up, to start fighting, to take what's yours. This is your moment. You've spent so much time letting fear and doubt control you. letting the lies of your past define you. But no more. Now, you are the one who defines you. You are the one who chooses what happens next. You are the one who will rise no matter what it takes. The power is in your hands. The question is, what are you going to do with it? You're ready. You've always been ready. Now is the time to show the world and yourself who you really are. It's time to rise. This is it. This is where the final piece falls into place. You've been at war for so long, and you know damn well that the battle isn't just about what you've faced or what you've done. It's about what you choose to do now. The time for questions is over. The time for hesitation, gone. It's time for the command. You've been hearing it for far too long, all the voices, the doubts, the fears. They've filled your head with excuses, and for a while you believed them. You believed that you were too small, too weak, too messed up to ever be anything more than what you've been. But now, you know the truth. You've seen the lies for what they are. You've stared them down, and you've chosen to stand your ground. You've let the fire inside you burn so hot that nothing can stand in its way. You've built yourself up from nothing, transformed yourself from the ashes of defeat, and now, you are ready to take what is yours. So, listen up. The world does not care about your excuses. It doesn't care how many times you've failed, how many times you've been knocked down. It only cares about what you do next. It cares about the actions you take right now, not the words you've said, not the dreams you've whispered in your sleep, but the actions you take today. It's not about finding some magic key that will open all the doors. There's no one coming to rescue you. You are your own hero. You are the one who must rise, who must make the decision, who must take the first step toward everything you've ever wanted. It's time to stop hoping. It's time to stop wishing. You can look back at all the tricks they played on you. All the people who lied to you, all the times you were manipulated, tricked, and trapped. But that's the past. What matters is what you do now. The pain you've carried, the wounds you've suffered, they can be the fuel you need to burn everything that's ever held you back. What are you waiting for? You've seen the truth. You know what's at stake. It's time to stop wondering if you're capable, if you're worthy. You are beyond worthy. You are capable beyond measure, and it's time to own it. This is not about playing it safe anymore. It's not about making small moves in the shadows. It's time to go big. It's time to go all in. The game you've been playing is over. The lies, the tricks, the distractions, they don't have a place in your life anymore. You're done with them. Do you think you'll ever feel ready? Do you think there will be a moment when you suddenly feel like you've got it all figured out? No. That moment doesn't exist. The perfect moment is a myth that's been fed to you by people who want you to stay small. You get ready by moving. You get ready by acting. You've been holding back, waiting for someone else to give you permission. But I'm telling you right now, no one is coming. No one is going to hold your hand and lead you to victory. You need to do it yourself. You need to make the choice to fight. You need to stand up and demand your victory. I don't care if you're scared. I don't care if you feel overwhelmed. Those feelings are normal. What matters is that you do it anyway. You've got the heart of a warrior. You've got the fire to burn down every wall that's ever been put in your way. Now use it. It's time to get ruthless. It's time to make the decision to go forward, no matter the cost. The world doesn't owe you anything. You don't deserve anything unless you fight for it. And now you're going to do just that. No more waiting for the right opportunity. No more hiding behind your insecurities. No more telling yourself that you're not enough. You are enough. You have everything you need to succeed, and if you don't know how to do it, you'll figure it out along the way. You'll learn. So what are you going to do now? What's the next move? I'll tell you. The next move is to stop asking questions. Stop doubting yourself and start acting. Start taking control. You've got a war to win. The battlefield is here. You've been standing on the sidelines long enough, and now it's your turn to step into the fight. No more hesitation, no more waiting. Get up and go after what's yours. You don't ask for permission. You don't wait for signs. You don't let the world decide for you. You decide. You take action. This is your final command. Go. Go now. Take that first step. And then the next. And then the next. The world is yours. Now rise.